My name is James Belknap, and I am a certified G and a bona fide stud, and you can't teach that. Right here, here's Jeffrey. He is my
man, that was
co-host.
good.
You didn't let him finish. Continue.
Oh, come on. Nope. It's ruined.
Tony! Tony, you just had to ruin it, didn't you? And you called me the heel.
We're back here at the Stadium Junkies podcast, and we're going to be finishing up the WWE Raw segment. But first, we're going to be a little tearjerker, and we're going to figure out, is it time for Enzo to go back to the black? Gentlemen, do you remember a time that Enzo Amore was black-haired?
Oh.
It's time after this segment. First off, the whole segment tugging at the heartstring, trying to bring back the heel into the face aspect. And him getting knocked out, I mean, he shed a real tear last week. And then he's trying to make us all cry once again. Gentlemen, Oscar award winning for Enzo Amore. Because he really got me into it. But because of the whole segment and he did get backstabbed, the question is it time for him to start wearing the black hair again? I mean, it's time for him to have a little bit of tougher look.
I think he can't be goofing off anymore. So yes, I would absolutely agree with that. Saying, give me a reason to make me believe that Enzo has a chance at beating Big Cass, because you know they're setting up for a match at Great Balls of Fire.
Great Balls of Fire. I don't know yet.
Would that be too soon?
Or SummerSlam at the latest.
To be honest, they can really build a storyline if you give them a few extra weeks.
So not at Great Balls of Fire, but at SummerSlam?
I think that would be a good place for... It's better than trying to do any other, like, love angle, such like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's a friendship angle.
How would you play this out, then? Just have Enzo keep trying, and then he's like, you know what, I've had enough, and then... Trying,
and then eventually he tries to beat up, let's call him by his real, Colin Cassidy, in the backstage, try to beat him up, and then he gets beat up by, not Colin, and eventually it leads to the match at SummerSlam, because he challenged to say, I always had your back, now you can't beat up anybody because I don't have your back.
And think about it, it would be the perfect place for those two to have a match. What's better than Brooklyn?
Brooklyn would be the best place for that. Wow, he's correct.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Wow, we really had to do that. But also, great heat on Corey Graves on that one, by the way.
Yes.
Coming back from a segment, and then I mean, you're not expecting to see not Colin anymore, and all of a sudden Cassie comes out and it's like, you get out of my business. It's like he's cutting those promos now. Now I'm more convinced that he can become a WWE champion.
Oh, really?
I'm becoming more convinced now.
Really now? That's surprising coming from you, James.
Yeah, because you knew how much I was dogging on him about his segments.
Yeah. You did.
Yes. You really didn't care for him.
Oh, not at all. Well, you saw his singles run until Enzo came back. It wasn't great Khali's level, but it was definitely...
Hey, no big man is as bad as Khali.
Gonzalez?
I hate you. I hate you, James. You made me...
You hate me because I'm right.
No, I'll never admit it. Khali was bad. At least, did Gonzalez win a title?
Tony, which one's worse?
Khali or Gonzalez?
Say it. I'm alive. Say it again.
Giant Gonzalez or Great Khali? Who's worse at cutting a promo?
Gonzalez couldn't even talk.
Bingo.
At least Khali
there you go, Jeff.
Khali, all he did was just scream up gibberish.
At least he could speak English.
He didn't speak English in his WWE run.
Yeah, he did, dude. Come on, Punjabi Playboy.
Speaking of gibberish, I mean, we had Seth Rollins versus Kurt Hawkins, and to everyone right now, because of the situation,
that is a throwaway match.
Why it right now just sounds like gibberish to a lot of people. First off, it was an infomercial for 2K18. But did you also see a plant in the crowd? Who the has a Kurt Hawkins fan sign?
Wow.
That's
seriously, who likes Kurt Hawkins if you're not from the East Coast?
Just bash on the guy. Jesus Christ.
He sucks.
By the way, Kenny Omega wins that match.
What?
I say that because of the finisher by Seth Rollins.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Oh my god.
And of course, Bray Wyatt cuts a promo, which, to be honest, until he wins and people get serious about him, it sounds like something,
He
dark
needs
side, something.
needs wins to build credibility.
The Force,
something dark side.
No, the power of
the
dark
Force,
side.
something.
Okay, quit bashing on Bray Wyatt. Just give him a chance.
I'm bashing on the fact that they can't freaking book him properly. That's what it is.
It's not his fault.
It's not his fault, but until they book him properly, the message doesn't mean anything.
He just gotta. Oh, they were doing so well at the Elimination Chamber.
Well, Elimination Chamber was then, and look what's going on now.
Quiet.
It's just not working. It's just not working.
Okay, what would help is if Bray. What if Bray beats Rollins clean? Would that help?
No.
You have to have him beat him pretty convincingly,
Like
and
a
have his
squash
promos
match?
matter. There should be no 50-50 bookings with him. It should be domination if you want it. And to be honest, they need more heelish stuff to come out of him cheating and such for me to be convinced. I want to feel like that those threats mean something.
Because his promos are so good, but he doesn't have the win.
They mean nothing without the book.
Yes,
Exactly.
that's a topic I want to bring up later. But can we? What else happened on Raw, Mr. Belknap?
Well, first off, I like to look at that great Tickets to Suplex City shirt. And I'm thinking, damn, that would look good with a pair of balls on fire in that.
Oh,
I really want to go.
I'm trying. I'm
Let's see
really
now.
trying.
By the way, Revival is the one who saved Brock. And was it? Who else was it? Was it Gallows or Anderson that came out? I don't know, remember.
A bunch
who
of
else.
tag team jobbers. That's all.
Yeah, it's like Revival came out to save him by pulling Joe. It's like that made Joe look weak because it took a locker room. It took a whole locker room last time, and it took the
it
Revival.
took more than the Revival, didn't it?
Revival and one other
Wasn't there a
person,
whole-
which I was assuming Gallows or Anderson.
But still, the fact that he
Are
snuck
you
up
talking
on-
about holding it back Joe?
Yeah,
Or-
yes.
Yeah,
In my opinion, Joe's
Yeah,
looking strong.
but they only had 3 guys versus the promo that they cut before the finals. It was the whole locker room. Give me more than just 3 guys. Give me 6. Give me 8. Give me something that looks like that. Joe looks like a menace. 3 guys is nothing for.
The fact that
Now,
he
if
put the
you're gonna-
Coquina clutch on Lesnar and never let go. Also, good job on Lesnar selling it because his face was turning red, pink. I was like, wow.
Yes, Lesnar did a good job. Well, again, you're trying to convince me that, it took a whole locker room last time, but it didn't take the Revival plus 1.
Oh my! I might have to rewatch that.
Context. It's not consistent. If you're showing me 3 guys, you're showing me the Revival plus 1 versus when both of them go at it, it was the whole locker room. It was probably 15 to 20 people out there and referees, and all they had was Revival plus 1.
Wow.
That made me feel like it was just weak. Yes, we have the Coquina clutch now put on there, and it made him look strong against Lesnar, even though it's a sneak up. Hey, fine. But to pull him off, it took 3 people.
So next week. I'm expecting Lesnar to drop an F5 on Joe.
It's expected. It's 50-50 booking.
I mean, but you got Lesnar has been looking so weak, compared to Joe. Like Joe's on fire.
So Joe,
Can we all
to
agree?
make Joe look big enough to actually defeat Brock Lesnar.
Yeah,
But
but Brock needs some momentum in Great Balls of Fire because he doesn't have any so far.
which, by the way, speaking of Great Balls of Fire, Heyman's backstage promo.
Oh,
Cheesy ending. Oh, is that what it feels like to face off against the Beast? Goodness gracious. Great Balls of Fire. And whoever was interviewing was really trying her best to not laugh.
I don't know if I could. I don't know if I could hold it.
Because, to be honest, that proves
It
that
was
Heyman's
some of the
best.
funniest stuff I've seen.
Heyman's the best because he sold it. He can sell a car to somebody with only $3 in pocket.
Wow.
Women's gauntlet match, but finish your thought real quick.
But yeah, Heyman is a master of promos. If you want to learn from the best, just talk to Heyman Hustle.
By the way, Tony, I didn't really ask you about what's your thoughts on Lesnar. Lesnar, not only Lesnar looking weak, but Joe looking weak.
I think Joe has been looking stronger than anybody else on the roster ever since this whole Lesnar thing came up. He's been looking menacing. He's been looking ferocious. Like there's no stopping him. Paul Heyman's in-ring segment a few weeks ago made him look even stronger. And then the last 2 weeks with the brawl inside the ring, and then this week with the choke out, Samoa Joe is on fire. Great balls of fire, if you say.
That's what I thought. I think Joe's looking insanely good in this feud.
It made him look insanely good. My only problem was just 3 guys coming out.
Yeah, the thing I love about them most is the fact that they're not afraid to actually book Joe this way. They're not afraid to book Lesnar this way. This is going to be actually a really good match. It may be a one-off match, but if it is a one-off match, man, they're going to make it good.
God, man, Tony, you saw my reaction when we were like, Joe just won the number 1 contender spot. I was like, Joe Lesnar, I was sold immediately.
Yeah, I remember when you didn't even know who Samoa Joe was.
Thank NXT.
Yeah, I am thinking NXT.
Thank NXT. Heck, that's where the heel turn also came.
Yes.
Speaking of heel turn, eventually Bayley has to do a heel turn.
Bayley heel turn?
They made her look so weak. What the fuck are they doing to Bayley?
Oh,
especially with this women's gauntlet match. I mean,
having her be the first one eliminated, that didn't help her at all.
Well, not only that, to be honest, if she was the first one and took 5 minutes, but she took like 2-3 minutes, and they need like a little heelish turn or at least an anti-hero for her, because it just doesn't feel like anything's going on for her anymore.
She's getting it's official. It was official like the last pay-per-view. She's buried.
She's a victim of one of the NXT people coming up that their character does not translate onto the main roster.
Yeah, that's true.
She needs a reset button.
So if she ever turns heel, suggestion, the only way we can tell that she turned heel from her look, I just thought about it while watching, sexualize her attire more and then make her actually cheat or beat up people. Make them actually want to be bruised. Kind of like Nia Jax.
But we have enough heels as is. Apparently WWE can book heels correctly. We need faces booked properly.
Well, being a face is the kiss of death sometimes. By the way, Nia looking really big beside Blister in her promo.
Yeah, that Nia looking scary.
No, Nia is looking real good as a wrestler. It's just unfortunate, it's one of those things of you got to have a perfect match for situations like the gauntlet match in order to win. Because Sasha, to be honest, do you feel like this is the right booking? I feel like it's the right booking for Sasha.
This is generic booking. I mean, it's okay. So after Bayley, who's next? Who's really good? Sasha. I'm like, okay, sure. This thing again.
But who else are you going to book?
Mickie James, maybe?
Oh, come on. She's past her prime.
Still, I mean, you got Nia, Bayley, Sasha, Mickie James, and Dana Brooke. Mm-hmm. The only 2 faces you have left are Sasha and Mickie. And I'm not counting Bayley because she's buried. You
can technically try to turn Dana, but that's trying a little hard.
You're trying too much on her. Dana can't wrestle too.
Yeah, that's true.
She's good at working out. She's good at being a bodybuilder. Just the wrestling part.
She doesn't transition to wrestling.
She's always good at messing around with Dolph Ziggler as well.
That is also true. All right, gentlemen, that was Raw for once. To be honest, the promos actually stole the show.
And so your Raw rating.
It's tough because I have to give it 3. The promos saved the show because the wrestling did not for me.
I kind of want to just say Raw in general, amazing, good, average, poor, garbage.
It was that. It was, to be honest, storyline matters more to me, so I would say it's good.
I would say it was an average show.
I say average.
You say average? Because I focus more on storyline, but that's because the wrestling, if you have good storyline, the wrestling can come as long as you're not Sin Cara.
Oh my.
Hey, it is what it is. When we come back, we're going to be going to Jeffrey. We're going to be talking about the SmackDown side of things here at the Stadium Junkies podcast.